JOHN-NQ4X.
NQ4X, what's the name there?
This is John in Ackworth, Georgia. How you doing?
I'm doing fine, John. What radio are you running today?
Well, I just put this on the bench, the Heathkit SB221. Are you reading me okay?
Yes, sir. I'm on my local antenna. You're probably about 10 over, Roger.
Yeah, what's your location?
I'm up around Louisville. I'm on the Indiana side of the Ohio River, right at Louisville, Roger.
Very good, very good. Thanks for the comeback. Just testing this radio out, making sure it's working.
Yes, sir. Ed, down in Alabama, I think it is. Ed, you copy, John? Well, I think Ed might have took off there. John, where'd you say you were again?
I'm in Ackworth, Georgia.
Yes, sir. Let me why don't you tell me about your antenna system for about 10 seconds, and let me see if I can find a better path for us, Roger.
Yeah, Roger.
Let me see if I can find a path for us, Roger.
Yeah, Roger. I got 95 feet one way and 35 feet the other or so.
Yeah, I have a best copy on my local antenna. It's a resonant dipole antenna, and you give me, like I say, about a 10 over coming out of Georgia. That's pretty good.
Glad to hear it. I'm going to turn the amp off. Tell me how it sounds when I turn the amp off, would you?
Yes, sir.
All right. Can you hear me now?
Yeah. Are you sure you turned the amp off?
Yes, I did.
I get the same audio signal as before. Double check that. I think you might be incorrect. Go back on your power amp and let me set level again, and then see what happens.
All right, thank you.
All right, come back barefoot. Let me hear you barefoot.
Okay, I've got the power amp on now.
All right, I have a word that we use for testing. It's called audio. Why don't you give me audio and let me set a level, and then we'll see what happens when you turn the amp off. Or is it on now or off now?
It's on right now. Let me tune it up a little bit. How's that?
All right, now dump the amp and come back barefoot.
It did come back different. Roger?
Give me another barefoot.
This is barefoot. 100 watts out of a 7300.
All right, you're -3 barefoot. You're zero level with the amp on, so that's a 3 dB difference, Roger. I'm looking at your audio on a view meter. I set zero level on your amp, and then when you dump the amp and come back with audio, you're 3 dB down from zero. Roger.
Is that better?
Well, no. I mean, it's never better amp with or without. It's always not as good without the amp. But I'm just saying that there's a 3 dB audio difference between when you're running the power amp and not. Roger.
Yeah, Roger that. I would expect it to. My meter says I'm putting about 300 watts, I guess.
Yeah. So you're running a 7300?
Roger that.
Yeah, so theoretically you're going from 100 watts to 300 watts. So, that's, did you do something? What you want to do is like a 10-to-1 ratio or something like that, where it makes an impression as when you are or aren't doing something.
Down to 40 meter range, it's not as good. That's the best right there. That's tuned at 20 meters.
All right, but here's the thing. What we normally do is set up procedure for radios, and if you would like, we can run through the setup on that 7300. Starts with you being in that 100 to 2900 transmit bandwidth, the wide mode, 100 to 2900. Roger.
Yeah, Roger. I don't think my 7300 has any problems, though. Do you? Over.
Every radio's got a problem if it's not set up correctly. The first, we have a generic setup procedure that will usually take a 10 dB dynamic range transmitter down to a 3 dB from modulation, 30% modulation, average peak modulation to 80 to 85. So, it makes a big difference. So, our setup procedure starts again with making sure you're in that wide mode, and then to your compressor on, and we just run a token amount like a 3 out of that's 7300. It would be a 3. You never hear it on the air, but it helps us at the end do a slight 3 dB dynamic range is where our goal is. Roger.
Oh, roger that.
And then once you get that compressor on a 3, then you move to your ALC with mic gain in hand. And what you want to do is use the word audio. Don't stress it. Just say it like you would say any other word in QSO, and adjust your mic gain until your ALC is running 2/3. Roger.
I'm following what you say, but I'm not sure how the procedure works.
Okay, you got your compressor on at a 3. Roger, roger.
One more time.
You have your compressor processor on at a 3. Is that a roger?
I don't know if I have my compressor on or not. Where do I check that?
You've got a multimeter that runs a lot of different things there. One of them is your compression level and your mic level. Roger.
Okay, is that in the menu?
No, that's there's a little round button to the right. To the right above beside the screen, to the right, top right of the thing, multimeter, switch.
Yeah, I see that.
Might check your frequency also. We're on 7188.000.
Okay, I'm on 7188, right?
Yes, sir. Sounds good now. So did you find that mic gain and your compression gain?
Yeah, I'm not sure where I see that, the compression and the mic gain. Where do I see that?
That's that button, and you just turn it, and as you turn it, it changes. It'll come up and show you where it's at. You rotate it, and right now we're looking for the compressor, and we want to put it on a 3.
All right, let me try that. That doesn't seem to be changing anything.
No. That's an input level control. You want to set it at a 3. It's not part of the audio check. It's just a nomenclature setting, 3 input level to your compressor. Roger?
Yeah, roger.
So did you find that?
No, I have not found it. If I turn the if I lock it in on frequency, which is 7188, right?
Yes, sir.
If I turn that multi thing, it doesn't do anything because I'm locked in.
Well, it does. I'll tell you what, you want to take a couple of notes there, and then you can crank them in as you find things, and maybe check the book, Roger?
Yeah, but I've had this 7300 for 4 years. I've never had any problems with it. I had an SB200 connected to it and have modulated fine all these years. Then I hooked up this new SB221, and I'm not getting the power out. My SWR is bouncing all over the place. I don't know why.
Well, because you have high SWR. If you don't have any SWR, the SWR doesn't move. It only shows what it is when if you were looking at that in RTTY or a constant output, you would see the actual SWR level.
Yeah, roger that. And I don't know why it's jumping around on me like this. It never has in the past.
Roger. It sounds like you may have difficulties in your antenna system, because otherwise you would not have SWR, reading. Roger. Do you use an antenna tuner?
Yes, I do. I've got an IntelliTuner. It's MSJ 998. It's been good.
Yes, sir. Well, Some days are like that, I guess. I don't know what to tell you, buddy. But I do know that if you don't have SWR, your SWR meter is not going to be jumping anywhere, because there's nothing to read.
Right. I follow you. Well, thanks for the comeback. I'll do some more troubleshooting on this end, on this amp. I don't feel like this amp is performing like it should. Roger?
Yeah, Roger that. Okay, let's see. Is John, is that a Roger?
Yes, what was your name?
Jim, Juliet India Mike. KC9VKV, Roger?
KC9VKV?
Kilo Charlie 9, Victor, Kilo Victor.
Roger that, KC9V Kilo Victor.
Roger, and John, what's your call?
NQ4X.
Roger, John, what's your location? You're down in Georgia, Roger, and what's the radio?
Roger, I'm in Ackworth, Georgia. The radio is an ICOM 7300.
Yeah, Roger that. Okay, I got that. Well, we have been recording since 3:30, so John, if you want to hear your great audio, if you go to YouTube, do a call out a search for KC9VKV, followed by the word logbook. That will take you to this recording, and I'll have it uploaded by noon tomorrow. Roger?
Oh, roger that, Jim. I appreciate it. I'll check that out.
Roger. And like I said, we do have a setup procedure that will get you down the road there, substantial from where you are in tonality and also your average percent of peak modulation. But, we'll tackle that another day. I got to get out of here. We're 10 minutes past turning into I don't know what we turn into, but it's not good.
I'm sorry to interrupt your net. I didn't know you were on net control. Thank you.
Yes, sir, John, 73, sir. You have a great afternoon, a beautiful weekend. And I see by the clock on the wall there's a dead fly. So we got to get out of here since 3:30. We've been recording. If you participated and want to hear your audio, if you go to YouTube, do a call out a search. KC9VKV, followed by the word logbook, will take you to this recording. I'll have it uploaded by noon tomorrow. So now we got to get out of here. We want to say 73 all and return this frequency back to normal amateur radio use. This is KC9VKV, clear.